thought I'd share 10 things which have helped my life be loads better and see if you guys like them. If you do, I will do more of them. If you don't like them, I probably won't do them again. The first one is consuming particular media. What I mean by that is most of us wake up in the morning, jump on the bus, read the metro, turn on the telly, have the news on, listen to the radio, and what that is, if you think about it, is imagine an alien came down and said, what is the news? And you said, well, there's a company and it's their job to go around, collect all of the negative stories in the world and put them in one place, and then pump them out to human beings so that humans can get those stories into their brains, share them with each other, and generally spread a kind of thin vibration of negativity around. And so I don't consume any media. I don't consume any mainstream media. I do listen to podcasts, I do read books, and I do watch interviews, but I'm very particular about the kind of media that I consume, and that gives me a different world. Like, I live in a different world to my friends who are consuming mainstream media, and it helps me stay positive. The second tip that helped me loads is fasting till 12 o'clock. There's various reasons for this. For me, one reason is it keeps my caloric intake down, therefore I stay leaner because it just cuts out one window of time that I'm eating, but also I tend to find that my mind focuses more. And also there's just something nice about working first, not just getting the food straight away, because I think when we were cavemen, we would have had to kind of work a little bit for our food. So although it's just on a laptop, it helps me feel like I've kind of earned what I'm eating a little bit, rather than just waking up and consuming stuff straight away. The third tip is lifting weights. I've done all sorts of exercise, and lifting weights definitely just gives me a sense of stability, gives me a sense of mental health, helps me immensely. And cardio's great, walking's great. I do boxing training, that's also great. But there's something about lifting weights that it's a slower pace, it gives you time to think. It's hard, so you have to kind of make yourself go every day. And I notice when I haven't done it for a while, I just feel not right. I feel not like myself, so definitely would recommend lifting weights. Fourth tip is working harder. What I mean by that is, for me as a creative, as an artist, I think there was a long time that I was just very negative about hard work. When I look back on it, I was negative about having to get online, doing short form media, doing social media, learning those skill sets, being visible, getting out there, and doing the admin of booking gigs, etc., or whatever your admin is. But for me, normalizing working 9-10 hours a day most days has been revolutionary. It's really created a life that I actually want. All the results that I wanted were on the other side of working really, really hard. I used to do that when I was a builder, but for some reason when you're an artist, you're almost conditioned to think that working hard is bad and you should be resting, and it's bad for your creativity. And all I would say is, from my personal experience, when I started to really just work harder, use my time, my life got way better. The fifth tip, and it probably should be first because it's kind of the most important, is therapy. No matter what your circumstances, no matter where you come from, where you're going, what you're dealing with, having someone to bounce your ideas off and have them reflected back to you is an insanely powerful thing. Therapy is looked on in the UK in the wrong light because of our social conditioning. We look at it as, I shouldn't really speak about my feelings, I should get on with it. But trust me, if you want to get on with it, you want therapy, because it helps you reflect back the things that are actually holding you back. And it's not about sitting feeling sorry for yourself, stewing in your own sort of trauma. It's about moving through your trauma. And I want to make a really clear distinction, which is music is not therapy. Chatting to your friend is not therapy. Even exercising is not therapy. Reading about therapy is not therapy. Just the same as reading about medicine is not the same as going to a doctor. You need to go and see someone who's trained for years and is specialised in helping you understand your brain, understand how to overcome it. So therapy, massive. It should be number 1. I've got it as number 5 for whatever reason. 6th tip that has made my life immeasurably better is to learn the missing skill. I believe that whenever you're feeling frustrated, whenever you're experiencing a moment of frustration, what that is that there's a skill missing that you need to learn. So to give an example, I had a great chat with a coaching client the other day, and she said, I'm so frustrated waiting on these mixes coming back from this mix engineer. And I said to her, have you ever mixed stuff yourself? She said, no, I've never done it. It's a skill set I don't have. And I said to her, in my experience, learning that unlocked this whole world of freedom and this whole world of accountability, this whole world of enjoyment, honestly, when I was able to know how to do a thing which frustrated me that I couldn't. And I think in my journey as an artist, 99% of the things which I wanted to delegate, I wanted to give to someone else as a job, and I got upset because someone wasn't doing that job correctly, were actually just skills that I wish that I'd learned earlier. And so for me as an artist and as a self-employed individual, as a business owner, the more skills I learn, like learning how to use this camera, learning how to turn on this mic, learning how to upload, learning how to edit, learning how to record, learning how to create compelling social media posts, learning how to write copy, learning how to do sales. All these things are skills, and if you don't have them, you are going to feel like your clue that you don't have them is this kind of ambient frustration that you wish that you did. Or if you're ambiently frustrated at someone else, that could be a sign that you have a skill that you could do with learning. The 7th thing, hello doggy, hiya, hey, how you doing? I'm just filming, so how are you?
Sorry.
Hi Momo, how you doing? What are you up to?
For a coffee.
Oh yeah, see you.
Sorry.
It's all good, see you in a bit, see you in a bit. The 7th thing which has made my life immeasurably better is the concept of commitment within friendships. Now, in our society in the West, I feel like romantic commitment is something which is really understood. It's in our culture, it's in our books, it's in our films, it's in our conversations, we honour it. My life got way better, and this is honestly just in the last 5 years or so, when I started to look at my friendships as commitments, to look at them as something that you show up for in the same way as a marriage. And it's just honestly transformed my life, because no man, no woman should have one pillar that their whole house is resting on. You need multiple pillars, and your friends are jewels in your hand. They're precious, precious things, and if you find good people, you need to be committed to them. You need to be committed to upholding that pillar within your life. Friendship commitment. The 8th thing which has made my life way better is appreciating capitalism. What I mean by that is not saying capitalism is like a perfect system where everyone wins and it's completely fair. That's not the point. The point is, it's the system we have. Anytime that we've tried to have another system, it hasn't worked. And even if you disagree with that, what you can't disagree with is, it's the system we have right now. It's the way that we transfer value, it's the way that we trust large groups of people, and it's the way that we help each other in large groups. So in cities where there's like 150 people, 150,000 people, versus villages where there's 150 people, it's how we trust each other. And so it's not a perfect system, but working against it hurt me for a long time. And I came from a background where money was seen as this really kind of negative, bad thing. Rich people are bad, money's bad. And it hurt me, honestly, it hurt me because it gave me a slant on certain people that was just not true, which was some people don't suffer, some people do. That's nonsense. Everyone suffers. Everyone loses people they care about. Everyone goes through grief. Everyone has a hard time in life. And so separating ourselves out from other human beings with beating hearts, I think is negative. It's bad for your head, it's bad for your soul, and it's bad for your business. So for me, appreciating capitalism as a system whereby I'm not BP Oil, I'm a singer-songwriter, and if I can give fair value and be rewarded for that and help people and grow and get to know more people, that's a good thing, that's a positive thing. The 9th thing which has really helped me, and I do every single day, is taking 10 first. Take 10 minutes first. in the day, before the day begins, before you're met with the demands, the busy demands of life, of your family, of your job, of your social media, your emails, all the stuff coming in first thing in the morning. Take 10 minutes of space just to sit and think. And if that means that you put your kid in front of the telly for 5 minutes or whatever, that's fine. If it's going to set you up for the whole day, if it's going to set you up for the week, I think about those 10 minutes as a little workshop of my mind. It's like my workshop. I go there, I'm able to carve out a little bit of headspace to really think about what I want to create, really think about what I want to give to the world. So if I don't take those 10 minutes, it has a real big impact. I'll feel it for the whole day. Obviously there's days where you can't do it, but as a habit, it stacks. If you're doing it most days, it stacks. It's a very positive thing. The last thing which has helped me, or rather saved my life, is music. And you could transfer that word for creativity, creation, purpose, your business, whatever it is for you. For me, creating music, having a garden that I'm constantly going to and working on, chipping away at, and also consuming. So consuming music, listening to music and just soaking in the atmosphere of it has made my life immeasurably better. If you don't have a creative practice, you're solely at the mercy of consumption for your positive feelings. And consumption is like the weak, dark cousin of creation. You want 90% of your time to be actually creation, because nothing's going to give you that good feeling like creating something that goes out there and helps people. I hope you've liked these little 10 tips. If you have, let me know in the comments. If you want to support me in my mission, if you want to support me in my endeavors, I run a Patreon for £1 a month. It'd be great to have you in there. I'll have more cool content in there. Pretty much every day I'm uploading stuff in there. Appreciate you guys watching. Have a good one. Cheers.